Esteemed City of Palmview residents and everyone else who's watching, thank you for tuning in. Our city may be small, but we've got so much to offer. We work hard, dream big, and we're not afraid to go after those dreams. In a town with a population of 15,000, we stand together, united. My name is Joe Lopez and I grew up here in Palmview, Texas. My family migrated into the valley in 1986 when I was just 2 years old. Then my two sisters came along, and then there was three of us. My dad was a hard-working man and taught me that no matter what I chose to do, que lo hiciera con toda la pasión y humildad. Dad, I hope I'm making you proud. Most of my family has moved along, but my husband and I chose Palmview as our home. The city, our city, continues to grow, and there's so much to show you. Allow me to take you on this journey of navigating the city of Palmview. Without further ado, welcome to Palmview. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in for another episode here with Somos Palmview, Joe Lopez, and with me today I have Miss Linda Sarabia. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Joe. I'm very excited to be part of this that you're doing. Again, everybody that's watching, I'm Linda Sarabia. I like to describe myself as I'm a mother, I'm a public servant, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm here to serve you.
Thank you. So let's start by you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like I said, to me, my biggest job is being a mother. I have 4 children. 3 boys, Hugo, Daniel, Isaac, and I have my princess, Aliyah. And so I'm a mother. I also am an entrepreneur. I started at an early age of 21 in the financial services business. And from there, my business has evolved throughout the years. I'm a business consultant, and I've had my business here in the city of Palmview for 22 years already.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And so since we're already on this topic, what does your business, what services does it offer that you feel local shops, local businesses can benefit from?
That's a great question. Going back to like what I do or what I've done all my life, it always has revolved around businesses. I started with finances, learning how numbers work and loans, investments, insurance, and throughout the years it's evolved into focusing mainly on businesses. So I help people make their dream come true. They come to me with like, oh, I want to start a restaurant, or I want to start an adult daycare, convenience store. And so I help them from the beginning all the way to the end, which is securing financing, finding the property for it, obtaining the permits, and then depending on what they want, we can also help them set up their accounting. And we can do it for them, or we can just train them so they can do it. And so that's pretty much what we do. We help with that. We also help with tax preparation. So I do have clients that don't own a business. They just throughout the year say, hey, I want to continue with you doing my taxes. And so I do also do personal taxes, but the majority are business owners, truck drivers, contractors, all types of businesses.
It's what you're doing here is something key for the community, because as someone who just recently started their own business, you don't even know where to begin. And the financing aspect is something that's always like, it throws a lot of what ifs, and you're just like, I don't know who to run to. So I think anyone watching that wants to start a business, or that already has a business but is looking for possible different opportunities in the financing aspect, Linda Sarabia is someone you could definitely reach out, and she has plenty to share with you.
Right. I'm always staying on top of things, like knowing what resources are available. And I have no problem, like sometimes I'll refer clients to resources that are free to them. And then I tell them if there's something that you get stuck with, then, we offer our services, of course, for a fee. But I also, through my Facebook page for my business, I offer tips and, free advice. So I'm always trying to inform the community about things that are going on that can help their business. I think that a lot of businesses fail because of lack of information.
Absolutely.
Right. Like, and I think we've talked about this before, where I say, oh, I'm a great cook, I'm going to start a restaurant.
Yes.
But what about the customer service? What about the accounting? You need to know how to price your items to make sure that you make enough to be able to pay your bills and your staff. So all that's key. And I think for business owners that are listening, and you have a talent or an idea, something that you want to start a business with or on, there's more to it, and, that's what I think you're trying to do, to equip them with resources. That's what I'm trying to do as well, and other people in the community.
Cross marketing is one of the main key components of Somos Palmview, and that was the central idea that we started this off with, and I'm excited. So moving on to the next question that we have, I know you've been in Palmview all your life. You're one of our Palmview overall, I would say, city ambassadors with everything you've done for the community. As a Palmview resident, what has it been like to see Palmview evolve over the past decades?
Well, it's been great. Let me tell you a little bit. I grew up in La Jolla all my life, right? And then I get married and I come to Palmview. But growing up, I used to see Palmview like, that's where I want to live. Kind of like, some people from the West will say, oh, I want to live like in Sherryland, the city that has all these different options for the community. And that's just the way I would see Palmview. Our family started to grow. I saw that, we were lacking some things, and I started to get involved. And again, I've always had a passion for businesses, so I would always have an eye for that when I would see a business pop up. And it used to be just HEB here, and then we got the Peter Piper, and then we've just gotten a lot of different businesses come to the area. But throughout the years, the city has gotten some new amenities that are good for the kids, right, for the youth. The parks. One of the things that I'm very proud of is that a few years ago we got the first park that is all-inclusive. Wow. And it's on Showers Road, and it's a splash pad as well. That's something that our city has. And always, there was restrictions also. I know we hear some community members say how important code enforcement is, because we want to live in a nice area where it's clean, where, it's uniform and everybody follows the same guidelines. And that's something that, when you're starting a family, you say, that's something that I would like. And Palmview started moving that way. And I think that as a resident, a lot of people will agree that we were proud. We're proud of living in Palmview, in comparison to other cities here in the West. We always felt like, okay, Palmview is a nice place to live. I know we have some challenges right now, but I'm one that likes to be optimistic and continue to see Palmview in that light, and that we're going to get there again. And this is just a little hurdle a big hurdle that we need to get through.
Absolutely, definitely, I can agree to that. I think that it wouldn't speak very, very well of us as leaders if we focus so much on the problem rather than on the solution. Correct. So I think that's a great attitude to have. So another thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning is that Linda here is the president of the Chamber of Commerce for the city of Palmview. Again,
I know I've said it over and over, I have a passion for business. One thing that, I guess struck my heart, that I wanted to do something for the business community, is that, we see mom and pop shops open up. And I'm like real happy, like, okay, let me go visit this restaurant, let me go visit this store. But then it was sad to see that they would close down in 6 months, a year. And I would always wonder, like, why? And like I told you before, the lack of resources, lack of information. So I had this idea of forming a chamber of commerce. I even reached out to local or surrounding cities to see if they would adopt us, right? And they told me, no, look, we'll tell you how to do it. This is what you need, and get you started. And then later, as you grow, perhaps you could join us, or that was an idea. But it's been about 10 years, and it started at City Hall. The current city manager at that time invited a lot of business owners. I think we were like 15, sat us at a long table, and we talked about it. I pitched them the idea. Everybody, the majority of them were for it, and we got 10 people that started with the first seed, and we formed the Chamber of Commerce. And we've been doing it, for the last 10 years, and what we do is we promote the businesses, and we also bring in resources. We try to have classes from the Small Business Development Center, SBA, accountants, lawyers, just different things, classes that we bring to them, because a lot of times, like a business owner, it's hard to get out of your office or your business, much less of your city, to go somewhere to take a class. So we bring it to them. Of course, COVID happened, we had to adjust, and now some of these classes are being done through Zoom and webinars, but slowly but surely we're going to get back to having these luncheons where you get away for an hour or so, somewhere close by, so that we can equip these businesses. So yeah, we've been doing it for 10 years. I've been different roles. I've been president, I've been just a director, just a member, and just recently, I was voted back to being a president. And it's an organization that I'm very proud of. I think we've helped a lot of businesses, and you see, we try to promote them through social media, word of mouth, and we visit them. We try to make sure that we're shopping Palmview first.
So aside of the Chamber of Commerce, as a community leader, again, small businesses are the heart and soul of the city. What are some ideas in which we can help them grow, gain exposure, and draw more traffic to this side of town?
Well, I think your initiative is a great one, because as a chamber, we help them with the ribbon cuttings. We post their specials and promotions on Facebook. But what you're doing is actually going to their place. So you're taking the people inside this actual business, get to know what they offer. So I think that's a great initiative, and that will cover exposure. Now, other things I think that we can offer our business owners is, roundtables with community leaders. Bring in our senator, our state reps, our local city officials, and listen to them and see what are their needs, so that we can provide solutions for them, and to engage them, let them be part of the conversation, not just assuming what we think they need, but actually hearing from them. So I think that would be another great thing that we can do for our small business.
I love that. I completely agree with you, and I think that would be something amazing to have here in the city of Palmview. What kind of changes interest you more as a community leader?
Again, going back to community engagement, and I'm not just talking about small business owners, but the residents as a whole. I think that we need to have the participation, we need to have that dialogue, that communication. So having more opportunities for the community to speak their mind and let us know what their concerns are and what their suggestions are. Having a lot of informal committees, where we don't have to follow specific requirements. Just let's get together and talk. Tell us what you need, and then having an action list and actually checking those things off for the community members. So that's a big thing I think that we can offer our community, is engagement.
I love that too. I think I see what you mean. A platform in which everyone is equal. We focus on on what everybody has to say, rather than just on those that officially actually have that power to make a change. And again, Palmview is Palmview because of its people.
Correct.
And so I love that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times in every community or every city, you see like the residents versus the city officials, right? And I think a big goal for us would be to unite and just see each other as one unit, where we're working towards the same goal. And the only way that happens is by having this communication and engagement, where we just all sit down and say, okay, let's work together. There's power in numbers. So everybody knows we have a current challenge, but if we could all together, go, knock on doors, and I mean of our congressmen, our senators, and get the help that we need, that would be powerful. The
team becomes stronger together, and we can actually make these changes happen.
Correct.
So our last question to conclude this interview, it's going to throw you a little bit off guard, but it's okay. As a leader in our community, if you had to compare yourself to a circus animal, what would it be and why?
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I think I would say a tiger. A tiger can go from being strong and fiery to calm and collected, depending on the situation. So I think I could relate to that. I think there's a time for everything, so I could adapt, if I need to. Also, they're up for a challenge, and that's something, I always...
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I always say, el toro por los cuernos, right?
That's perfect.
Let's just, face it and learn from any situation. So I think I could relate as well. What else can I think of as a tiger? Another thing about tigers is that they're protective, and I that's how I feel I am, protective of my community, of my family. And so, yeah, I could relate. That's a very fun question, Joe. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, I want to thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking the initiative. I know there's a lot of people that have ideas and dreams in their heart, and they don't always carry them out because of fear. And so, you know, I commend you because you're doing it, and I know this is going to be great for the community, and I thank you for it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, the more doing for our community, the more that our community wins.
Perfect. I like that. Thank you again for joining us today, and thank you for watching, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good morning, guys. Joe Lopez with Somos Palmview. Again, here we are with a new business that just opened up in our city of Palmview. We're right in front of Frank's Barbershop. They just opened a week ago. So let's go ahead and go inside and meet with Frank.
My name is Francisco Segovia Jr. and my business, it's a barbershop. It's called Frank's Barbershop. I'm from, I was born in New York, but I was raised here in Palmview, Texas. And yeah, I'm a graduate from La Jolla. I went to Mission Barber College. It took me about 14 months. I've lived other places, such as Oklahoma. I was out there for 2.5 years. Yeah, but I'm back now. The idea of the barbershop is something that I want to give to the community, like an atmosphere. My idea of atmosphere for a barbershop, for my community where I was raised. So I've been doing this for now 6.5 years now. Did I always wanted to be a barber? No, that never came to my mind. I always wanted to be a chef or an FBI when I was small, but it didn't work out. So I grew to love to do barbering, like cut hairs and whatnot. It all started back in school, when I went to school, and I read, there was a book out there called something about flowers, the man about flowers. So he had a quote there. He said he learned the secrets of a flower, so I got that nugget from him. I mean, he said that if you love the flower, it will reveal its secrets to you. So yeah. So I got that analogy, and I implemented it in barbering, because there's a lot of things that you go through, you know what I mean, like hair splinters, things like you don't want to, you know, deal with, you know what I mean. So I grown to love those little aspects that gets you frustrated, like makes you, oh, like, no, I don't want to do this, like, oh, I don't want to, you know, just love makes you just go through it, you know. Instead of being all frustrated and aggravated. My experience has been good. I like it. You communicate with you meet a lot of people. I like the connection. I like talking, you know, laughing or whatever. You know, if they're down, I pick them up. You know what I mean? Like anything that's going on in their lives, because, you know, we're all the same. So, you know. So a lot of times a barber could be like a counselor. So I kind of see that because through experience, you know, maybe I've been there. It depends on what type of experience, what they're going through and whatnot, and, you know, I just cope with them. Yeah, make their day go better. I have 3 siblings. It was two boys and 2 girls. Freddie, Annabelle, and Ashley. Yeah, they're still around. I have my son. He's 13. His name is Leon, and my wife, Connie Rodriguez. The work ethic that I got it from, I think I could point to the man, my uncle. Yeah, he would always, in summers, he would need help. Somebody to carry his tools for his air conditioning company. He was a self-proprietor, so yeah, he always needed that extra help. My plan here for Frank's Barbershop, just to bring in clientele, make it a barbershop where everybody wants to come in, not only clients to get haircuts, but barbers as well. I want to make it that cool vibe, you know, and just cut hair, yeah. Frank's Barbershops, we offer fades, haircuts, manicures, pedicures for men. That's going to be, you know, going on. Once we get everything, we just have my station right now, but I'm in a mission, like, this is my town, you know, and hey, I'm back, and I want to give the best service out there and give them a manicure and pedicure, you know. I'm not going to be doing the manicure pedicures, but it's Connie, yeah. And my experience as a business owner, it's exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time, but I know everything's going to go well, yeah. And I've worked also in Oklahoma and Stillwater, yeah, and Ponca City. So that was a salon / barber, and yeah. So out of all that, I would grab what I saw that it's valuable, and then I took it in, and then I want to implement it into this shop. So it could be the best of everything, like all the experience, to have a good experience, a good vibe here, and yeah, I'm excited for it. Palmview's treating me good. It's good so far, yeah. And I want to do this because of all the experience of all the barbershops and everything, and I want to create an atmosphere, create my barbershop, and that's what I'm doing now. To be successful, I want to give back too as well. Why Palmview? Because I don't know, I know everybody here from high school, so the days we are open here at Frank's, it's Tuesday through Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Oh, you can find me on social media under Frank's Barbershop. Palmview, I look forward to meeting you, and have a good time, man.
Hi, my name is RickaElla Hinojosa. I am presenting Miss Texas USA Ambassador. I like shopping at Sarabia Boutique because they sell cute stuff for my pageant. Remember, good things come when people shop local. Thank you.